Basically what you do is you start by using your blender. You can do this in a food processor if you want to, okay? Or you can even do it on a mortar and pestle if that's all you've got at home to use. But basically what you do is you put your liquids in the bottom. So fish sauce, this one has been naturally fermented for 2 years, which is exactly what you want. The flavour's just more intense. It's just much higher quality than the cheap watered down stuff. So I'm going to start by putting about a cup in there. And remember, I'm tripling this recipe, so usually you would be using 1/4 of a cup, okay? And then you're also wanting 1/4 of a cup of lime juice, so I'm going to add a bit more than that. So mirin is a sweet Japanese cooking wine. And then you're going to add all your flavours. So ginger. So put your fresh ginger in there, and then lots and lots of lemongrass. Now, when you buy it, it comes like this, and if you've not ever cooked with fresh lemongrass before, what you're after is the bulby end, not these bits, okay? So what you would do is just peel the outer bit off, cut off that end, and cut off to about there where the leaves start separating, and that's the part of the lemongrass you're wanting to use. And so you can just roughly chop that, chuck that in your blender. So chuck loads of lemongrass in this dish. You really want this very, full of that lemongrass flavour. So we've got some fresh going in. Get a lot more flavour out of using it fresh like this. So, okay, and then kefir lime leaves. So we grow these fresh in the garden, but you can buy these as well. And then garlic, so loads of garlic in there. All the good stuff, antimicrobial garlic, and chili. So this is the best weight loss food on the planet, this and cinnamon. So we want lots of that in there. Okay, and then your bunches of coriander. The flavour in the coriander is actually all in the stalks. So I just take off those little muddy ends, and you want the whole entire bunch to go in. This marinade should come out green. So then turn it on, turn it up. And that's done. The other thing I'm going to add in here is a little bit of sesame oil, which you don't have in your recipe, but I'm just going to put a little bit of that through for flavour. So add that, maybe add a teaspoon. Okay, so that is your delicious marinade. So free range organic chicken is always best. Now you could keep this connected if you wanted to, but the idea with this marinade is I do this very similar to how you would do a tandoori chicken. And what you do with tandoori chicken is you actually scour through the fat like that and expose some of that meat so that you can get the marinade into the meat, okay? So you're not wanting to cut all the way through to the bone, but you do want to kind of make some slices. And the other side is that where there's a fat bit of meat, skin like that, you do want to kind of score through some of those bits because that's going to help render that fat down and make the chicken crispy. Now, if you've got a nice sharp knife, you can butcher straight through there. And then score just along that fatty bit, that fat ridge, just a couple of scores. Now pour your marinade over the top. So we've got some more chicken out the back, so I'm not going to use all of that. And then try and rub it, get it into those little bits that you've cut. And then as we cook this later, we transport the meat first, put the skin side down, and there'll be juice left in the pan which we leave, and then we cook these for about 20 minutes first of all, and we add that juice in the second cooking. Okay, so just be mindful, as I said before, because you've got fish sauce in here, you're not going to need salt in this cooking process. So that ideally if you've got a vacuum packer at home, put it in a vacuum packer because it'll just concentrate all those flavours straight in. Just to serve, so you're kind of wanting it to, to try and get as crispy as possible, and just maybe some fresh coriander on it to serve. So that's that.